Hi and welcome back to Flex on Clash of Clans, the YouTube channel dedicated to the war reviews of our clan Clash Kings. All right, so we'll have a look at our last war. Didn't go too bad. Obviously, we had a nice win, 55 out of 60 stars, an awesome effort by everyone involved. 92% destruction, which isn't too bad. We like a little bit more, but that's all right. Still a impressive effort by everyone. A couple of 3 stars by myself, and then we've had Gundy, Caesar, and then a few down the bottom. Gundy again done a good job. Vamp, which is a new member to the clan, so we'll definitely be having a look at that. DUI, as usual, Vamp, Daddy-O, so plenty of 3 stars down the bottom. But we'll start with Steve Slaughterer, his initial attack on their number 1, their toppy, and see how he goes about it. So it's just a go Vipe or just a Valkyries. Go white with Valkyries. And opens up the base nicely. Four Quakes. That opens the base right up, and then starts out with the Queen Walk. Obviously, you want to get those things that take a little bit of your focus off the Queen Walk out of the way early. So if you have to do any funneling or dropping the Quakes down, you do it first to start off with, and then that way it's not something you have to focus on a little bit later. So the Queen gets cloaked up, and then the raid starts. So obviously there, what's happened is the funneling, Steve's funneling didn't quite get it right, and the Queen goes down as well. So I've lost the Queen and the Peckers. All the Peckers didn't funnel straight into the base. So a little bit more work on your funneling, Steve, will be something that you can try and get done. The Queen, he's got a couple of spells left. He rages up over the Town Hall to get the Valkyries in. There's still a Pecker in the middle of the base, heals that up, and the Town Hall goes down nicely at 47%, so that's good. There's still plenty of troops about, but it's getting very thin. Drops a couple of wizards on the outside of the base to try and get that few more percentage needed. There it is. Good work, mate. 50%, that's all we needed, so well done. And just the last few wizards to get knocked out. Well done, mate. Good effort. We'll just finish that up with 11 seconds to go because we know that there's nothing else to happen. So, Steve, your second effort on this Town Hall 10.5, I would say, or Town Hall 10. And yeah, let's see how he goes about. We've got a baby dragon in there as well. So, yes, we'll see what happens. Quad Quake on the sort of the top part of the base to open it right up. It'd also be a nice little funnel straight to the Town Hall if he comes in from the left-hand side there, but he's clearing that area first. So let's just see how it goes about. We'll speed up the Queen Walk, and he gets the funnel right with the Queen. So she goes in, lures out the clan castle, uses the Queen's cloaking ability to deal with the clan castle. That's fine. Rages up the Queen, and the Inferno is locked on. Does she hold out? No, she doesn't. So the Queen goes down. Steve was saying to me today that Queen Walk is vital. You can't get that wrong. So the Golem comes in, drops the King bit by bit, drops the Valkyries. They all come in. They start taking down the enemy King. The Valkyries make their way into that compartment with the Infernos. He rages them right up, and probably just misses out on a spell or overuses one accidentally. Still a couple of Valkyries there. The King just takes down the Town Hall very nicely. The Golem's still being healed by those healers. So a very stagnated attack here, I would say. Got plenty of buildings in there to get more percentage where the Packers are running into now. So that's also good because the percentage is really important in these in the closer wars. But in this one, it ended up being all right. So the golems being focused on by the Inferno, and all the defenses there are absolutely annihilating that golem. Baby Dragon comes in with the wizard while those Peckers. So a little bit of thought gone into that to make sure that the Archer Tower doesn't take down the Baby Dragon too early. Air bomb, bang, no, it doesn't even affect it. That must have been a level 1 air bomb. So the Peckers get in there. The Baby Dragon gets focused on by the Expo, and the Peckers get in there to do their last little bit. 5 seconds to go. We'll just speed it up. And that was a wrap from Steve. This war, 4 stars. Good work, mate. That's well. To be honest with you, that's sort of hopefully what the minimum we can get out of you, mate. All right, so we'll go to the couple of 3-star attacks. Like just sort of explain how we go through this. So this is a pretty common base. 4 Town Hall 9s, and I haven't had too many dramas with this base. Been practicing on it with the clan members who have the similar base, so maybe it's time for those guys to upgrade their base. Maybe, guys, if you have time. Quad Quake down, absolutely open the base right up. So those compartments are going to be great for funneling, taking straight into the core of the base there. So Queen walks down. She's just took a few hits, so she starts blocking onto the wall and goes into that part of the base. Cloak her ability a bit. I've accidentally sped up through the whole start of the raid, but there was a funneling part there which I'd like people to take notice of, because I made sure that the Peckers and the Valkyries, they went into the core of the base where we needed them to go. So healers decide that the Queen does not need any more help staying alive, which is good and bad, I'm assuming. I can't remember what actually happens. I'll drop a couple of wizards on the outside of the base to get rid of a few of those buildings that the Valkyries were heading towards, so I made sure that they funneled into that area. The healers are back onto the Queen. That's good. The King's decided to go down the wrong side of the base for me, but he has taken down a few defences with the Pecker up there, which is good. The Town Hall's about to go down, and we have 4 defences left. And this raid is pretty much over. Plenty of Valkyries left, and you can see that this raid, if you've got decent enough heroes, you could probably do this with being a Town Hall 9, because you can see there I just sort of wasted a heal at the end just because I had it. Alright, so we'll have a look. Very similar raid, different base though, so that's the way we go about it. So Queen walk on the left hand side of the base, where now look at the funneling I've created is just with 1 wizard taking out a couple of buildings, so we make sure that the Queen walk, she walks down to 6 o'clock. She walks down the side of the base where there are a few defences. So we'll just speed that little bit up while we're waiting. So she decides to go the wrong way on me. So maybe my funneling needs a bit of work also. The clan castle comes out and the Queen goes down, and the Valkyries and everything are into the core. Heal them up. And at this stage I'm thinking, oh man, what have I done? I've absolutely cost us. But that heal and rage, that sort of absolutely annihilates that part of the base. And with the Queen taking out one side as well, it makes a big difference. So I did need this other heal this time, but that was my own fault. If I had funneled the Queen properly, this would have been a different story and probably done it a lot easier. So the Valkyrie's going to top left of the base. They take out the defences. They've still got a golem there, and the wizards are just making their way around nicely. The king and the golem still got a full health golem, so not really too worried at this stage with what's left in the base. They rage up the king. I'll get him going. Just to get him a bit more health. He gets through that wall and then goes down, I would say. And then the Valkyries finish off the last of, well, pretty much the last of the defences. So I'll just speed that up. You've obviously had enough of looking at my raids now, so we will move on to the next 3-star attack by Clash Kings, and it was a Gundy. He's a solid attacker, and he's been doing a good job for us, so yeah, let's see how he goes about it. I could probably take some hints off him from this raid because it's a very similar base. Let's just see how he gets it done. So he starts off with the standard go wipe or golems, wizards, just to start the funneling process. A couple of wall breakers while all the defences are focused on the golems. They start to move in perfectly, exactly what you want. All the defences are focused on them. He rages up, gets those Valkyries absolutely flying around the base, lures out the clan castle. Not a whole heap of defences to focus on the clan castle, the dragons or anything like that, so he does a good job in getting rid of them. Takes a little bit longer than he probably would have hoped, but the base is pretty much annihilated already. Uses another rage just to get through that top section there. There's still a full health golem, two giant golems left. Uses hogs in this back end, it's perfect. Takes out a couple of those little defences that have been focusing on the all-important Valkyries that do a fair bit of work. So they work their way up the top end of the base, rages up the king before he just goes down. A couple of hogs go flying. Queen has made her way around the base nicely. Still got her cloaking ability, but it's not going to matter. The last defense is down now, and the P.E.K.K.A down the bottom there is going to clean up the last couple of those storages, and the Valkyries will get into the other compartment. The Queen doesn't even need to use her cloak. Good work, mate. There we go. Just does it for the hell of it. Well done. Awesome work. Very important 3-star on a Town Hall 9. It always makes a difference. Caesar, how do you go about your raid, mate? Go white. Straight go white. No hogs that I know of, unless there's some in the clan castle I haven't actually seen. Opens up the whole central core of the base with the quakes, drops down the golems, starts the funneling. You need to spread your wizards probably a little bit more there, mate. Yes, that will help send those P.E.K.K.As right into the core. But obviously it does not matter for this one, but on tougher bases where you need to work the P.E.K.K.As into the base, it is important. So the golems work their way in. He's got 3 heal spells, drops 1 now while he's dealing with the clan castle. The P.E.K.K.As work their way in as well, but they just don't go the way that you want. Never ever do that, do they? Never mind. So the golems are in there. The P.E.K.K.As, there's a couple of P.E.K.K.As. The king is in there. Wizards are taking a beating. The heal spells are just keeping them alive. Golems, king, P.E.K.K.As, they're doing their best, but everything's in the core and things starting to look better and better. The golem's still alive. He's still got half of his health, or his full golem. The P.E.K.K.A takes down the wizard tower and then goes onto the mortar, but the queen does a good job of taking that down. Rages up his king. He's got a few defences left to go. Hopefully she can get through this space, the queen, before get through this wall before it's too late, and try and make sure that he's got the defences left. The king is about to go down. That's alright. She still got a full health queen with the cloaking ability. Hopefully the defences will focus on her if need be. We don't want those wizards going down. So as we've got a Golemite left, taking a little bit of damage, soaking it up a little bit more. 37 seconds left. Takes down the last Archer Tower. We've just got a cannon to go. The Golemite still full health. Wizards doing a good job. Wizards doing a good job around the outside of the base. And I don't know what she's doing, this queen. Why not go towards the the cannon? But the wizards make it to the cannon before the golem dies. So that is awesome. Good job, mate. 3 stars. Didn't even use the cloaking ability because why would you? All right, moving on to the next one. The next 3-star was well, probably won't watch this one because we've already had a look at Gundy's first attack, and we don't want to make it too long, even though we did watch 2 of mine, but that's all right. Right, this is our newest member, Vamp. He has taken on a Town Hall 9, and this is a very interesting attack. It goes around about it pretty well. So we'll just have a look at how he gets it done. Drops a golem, starts the funnel, everything's focused on the golems, manages to break into that first little compartment there. He's got the king to deal with, two or three balloons, then a dragon as well. That all gets dealt with very, very quickly, and a little army of wizards have just sort of starting to make their way into the base. I mean, this is pretty good funneling for his wizards to get into the base. Rages up into the core, the queen gets raged, the golem gets raged, the healers absolutely, the wizards get copping all of that rage and doing a good deal of work for getting good value for this for the amount of wizards he's got in there. 1 golem just absolutely tanking for them, and it just absolutely makes this raid look easy. So that's it for the heal spells. Probably could have used another heal spell, would have been handy, but obviously, as we know, didn't need it. Still, that golem's still alive. I think he's only level maybe 2 or 3, maybe. It's a level 1 golem, so just really, really well played out attack and managing to get the job done very easily. Still got 8 wizards there, roughly, plus the level 6 wizard. The king goes down, but it just doesn't matter. This raid was nearly over as soon as all those wizards went into the core and the P.E.K.K.A started to go around the outside. Awesome attack, Vamp. Good stuff. Alright, let's have a look. So obviously this is going to be a bit of a longer episode because we've had a few more Town Hall 9s. But, you know, everyone wants to have a... I want to get everyone involved and all that kind of stuff. I enjoy doing this for you guys. Alright, so DUI starts out with the standard go wipe strategy. Opens up a lot happens just then. I can't keep up with it. So he opens up the walls, gets into the first section of the base, then the P.E.K.K.As break into the second main central compartment. He rages up everything in there. They are tanking, doing an awesome job of tanking those golems and P.E.K.K.As, just taking all the defenses, making sure that they're distracted instead of hitting the wizards. So working perfectly at the moment. Town Hall goes down. We've got the 2 stars. Rages up the king because he is low on health. The queen is doing a good job on the outside of the base. King and queen doing a good job together. And golems are still alive. Still got a half health pecker there, takes down most of the central compartment, and then before you know it, the base is pretty much done and dusted. The queen, she'll make her way into the core, I would hope, after taking down that archer tower, and everything's focused on those golems, and she'll make her way in with the wizard and the pecker while finishing off this base. Just made it look completely easy. To drops down a quake just to make sure that last little section doesn't take too long to get rid of. We've got no more builders huts on the outside. Cloaks up the queen to quicken up this last little section, and down goes the arch tower. Good work, mate. Awesome attack. 3 more stars for us. It's working real. Last few wars have been going pretty well. Yeah, it's been enjoyable. Alright, we'll just have a look at our war log, because I like to go over it every now and then. So, as you can see, we have been going pretty well. 1 loss, which was a draw. So that could have made it 7 in a row, which would have been very nice. There's 1 war we just didn't show up a couple of weeks ago. A few losses in a row, and then a little patch there where it was 2 weeks where we just couldn't get a good win, but pretty consistently winning, doing a really good job. New team, everyone's doing an awesome job. So we're trying to get those wins above the losses. So hopefully soon we keep winning. It won't take long. We've just got to keep it going. All right, I'll have another couple of look. I'll have a look at another couple of raids. We want to have a look at Mitch, and there was somebody else that I can't remember. Arkham. All right, we'll have a look at your first attack, Arkham Knight. So we'll have a look at your first attack, mate, and see how you can improve to start off with. Well, I'll just pause it right now. Okay, firstly, level 5 giants aren't ideal. Get rid of your giants. 6 giants equals a golem. A golem has more, can take more damage than giants. So what you want to do is have 2 giants to start off with. Maybe get rid of your dragons as well, and start looking up go wipe strategies and hog strategies for Town Hall 8s. All right, so we'll play this. We'll still go through this and see how it plays out for you. Obviously, you get 2-star, so you've lured out the clan castle. That's good. Could have used 2 hogs there, or 1 hog rider to do the same job. So you've lost a little bit of tanking ability there, which in the end may affect the raid. I think roughly 25 archers take care of a dragon, and the way you send in the king, you probably want to save him for a little bit later on. Maybe when he's taking down the town hall. Don't bring goblins. Don't need goblins. Anyway, let's see how it goes out. The Peckers come down and making their way into the base. Obviously uses some wall breakers to get into that compartment. He dropped a couple of dragons just to, I'm guessing, to make sure that the rest of the troops work their way into the base. He's got a few wizards in there, level 6 wizards as well from the clan castle. Giants start working towards the center of the base. That's good. The king is just about to go down. You've got a couple of peckers. The dragons come into the core of the base, but they immediately get attracted. The air defenses are immediately attracted to them. They do a good enough job and stay alive long enough to take down the town hall. A couple of giant bobs clean out the center of that base, and this raid is over. So what you pretty much want to do, Arkham, is start working on a strategy that involves 2 golems, 2 P.E.K.K.A.s or 3 P.E.K.K.A.s plus 1 in your clan castle. The rest, say 6 to 8 wall breakers, and I would also say, we'll speed up this last little bit, the rest wizards, and then see how you go. And the idea is to make your way into the core, right into the core, and take down that town hall before before your main sort of combination of troops die down. And the other one we want to have a look at, which is Mitch. Let's have a have a look at number 16. Awesome 3-star dragon attack, mate. Really not much advice I can give you here, because you've done a good enough job as it was. So speed up the start of this raid. Excuse me. What we could do there is the traditional way of using. You didn't even bring a clan castle. That's how confident you were, Mitch. Good on you, mate. Traditional way of taking down 3 air defenses is send in the dragons with balloons and take take an air defense out with a couple of lightnings. So, and then you send the balloons in, and they take out another air defense, and then you only got 1 air defense to take down the to deal with, and then that's pretty much it. You're a Town Hall 9, mate. Maybe have a look at go wipe strategies like I explained during Arkham's replay, and then sort of see how you go from there. Obviously, this is a very nice raid, gets the job done. Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 7, you honestly wouldn't even be worried anyway. Last couple of defences to go down. The Draggers are just blowing their way to victory, aren't they? So it's a good job. Well done, Mitch. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. Make sure you subscribe. The town halls are split there, look at that. But they deal with that in no time at all. Good job, Mitch. Good job, Clash Kings. 55 to 51. We only missed out on a few stars, but that's all right. It was good to get a win like that. They were a solid team, the last Clash of Clans, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So make sure you like and subscribe this video. Leave a comment. I'm always happy to have a bit of a chat on YouTube. I think it helps me ratings and all that sort of stuff. So till next time, take it easy.